Good evening, commenters. So, you'll notice I'm not wearing my hat, but I do have my coffee. So, I wanted to talk to you about the Conquest in the Priority 1 missions. So, check this out. Let's look at the research first. Oops. Ooh, almost gave away the cookie there. Let's look at the research. I don't have any editing software, so this is usually just live. So anything you see can and will be used against me in a court of law. No, kidding. So the research for the conquests is right here. So you get a priority 1 unlock. It's got a 5% whenever the priority 1 missions are spawned. You basically get, I have it maxed, you get a 5% chance that it will spawn. Okay? And then I also have, as I've mentioned before, this adaptive algorithm for the priority 1, which for every priority 1 mission that comes up, there's a 20% chance that it will be 1 hour. So you get a 5% chance that you'll get a conquest, and when that conquest spawns, you get a 20% chance that it'll be 1 hour. So with that all muddied up, let's go ahead and take a look at my away mission, because you don't get these very often. So if we go to away missions, look at that. We got the conquest. Now, since a lot of you may not have this, and I don't know what the other content creators have guided about this, I would say that this is the second one that has ever spawned. The first one that spawned for me was before I started making videos, and it was a 1 hour mission. It spawned as a 1 hour mission. I got like the golden ticket. The problem was I didn't have 4,000 of these star charts, or what are these called? Planetary charts. I didn't have 4,000. So I couldn't run it, and I was so good. But, you know, at the time, I don't even remember what it offered. But here's the thing with the reward. Look at this. You get 1,000 con points for the fleet commander. And then you get 20 con fleet commander shards. That's a very disappointing reward when you consider, that to get this, to even get it to spawn, I had to have a reasonable chance. No, I wouldn't even say 5% is reasonable, but to have some chance of it to spawn, I had to invest quite a bit of resources to get to this point. Because, by the way, if you look here, this is actually, this is dependent upon this. So you have to get here. So if you follow this along, right, it starts right here. You got to get this priority 1 rare unlocked. Then you have to get the isolytic unlocked. Then you can unlock this. Then you can unlock this. And then this has, of course, I got it up to level 5 to get 5%. By the time you've gotten all of the currency for this, if you haven't unlocked con from the faction store, you've done something wrong. Because to unlock con, let me show you how inexpensive it is if you're doing, well, remember, you can't even get to the point to get to that until you get to the right reputation. So you have to get to that reputation point first, okay? And then you do this. Well, remember, he's only 200 shards. And if you did the missions when he first came out, you only needed 100. I think you got about 150. You got 50. So you really only needed 150 chests. So that means you really only needed to get 15 of these. So if you multiply 15 times 2,500, let's see. Let's pull out the fancy schmancy calculator here. All right, so 15 times 500. You only needed 37,000 of this particular currency, which is super easy to get. Even if you do, what are these things called? Where are they at? The Kahn champion levels. Even if you do, I'm not going to buy one because I don't want to waste my currency, but the Kahn's champion level 3, which is what I can do, the captain, gives you like 3,000. So these give you just slightly less than that. It's not that hard to unlock Kahn. So it's just a very disappointing reward for all the effort that you have to go through in order to get that unlocked. And then when you get it unlocked, you get the privilege of basically him again. Oh, and by the way, you get a ton of con points also. So let me just show you what I was able to do with the. I didn't spend anything on con beyond what I got when I leveled him. So I mean, I got everything I wanted. I'm not a PvPer, so there's a lot here that I don't need. You can see how far down the tree I was able to go. Very extensive, actually. It's just a little bit of a disappointing reward with everything that you had to do to get there. And then the only reward is basically just stuff you probably don't need or you're not going to need for very long. So if you haven't done it, I recommend that you do not. Just go unlock Kahn and don't even worry about getting the Conquest. Save that currency for something else. But since we do have it, may as well do it, right? So let's go ahead and start it up. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do attack, because what we want to do is we want to maximize on our percentage crit here. I don't really necessarily care about Hammer, because as you can see, I already, well, if I could crit with him, I'd actually do, I think probably that's the final unlock, because I got the Strange New Worlds crew reduced all the way. That's another video, by the way, I made. So let's see, we'll put Kahn here, since he's got the traits. We'll get all three, we'll get 3 of those traits here, and then we've got, let's see, Wrathful. We got Joaquim. I don't know how I pronounce his name. Okay, so we've got 48% chance currently, and we've got all of the parts filled. Yes, I did level him up because I get so many points now for away missions that I just try to level up the ones that I can who I use on missions. And I don't actually use this character very much. So then let's go ahead and go with primary attack. And I don't think Gorgon is going to be more than Felon, but let's see. Okay, Felon. Gorgon takes us to 98. Felon takes us to 100. Awesome. So let me take a sip of my coffee here. And let me point out something that I think is interesting here. So I've mentioned in the past about you getting the prime that reduces everything to an hour. Now in this case, this one did not spawn as a 1 hour mission. However, because I don't run any away mission or priority 1 away mission unless it's an hour, and by the way, I run them almost daily, 2 or 3 maximum, I'd say. Well, you saw I did a run the other day on another video. But unless I get a run, I'll do at least 2 or 3 priority 1 away missions every single day. But I get, let's see, I'll show you how many I get before I do this up. I get, because I pull 2 of these every day, 2 of these chests every day. So I get 4 Sigma speed ups for assignments every single day. So unless I'm doing more than 4 assignments that are an hour long, I never run out. So that's the synergy there. If you get that prime and you only do our missions, you'll never run out of assignment speedups because you'll have, well, assuming you collect this as well, you'll never run out of assignment speedups because you're not likely going to get more than 4 in a day. Although I have gone on a run where I think I got 6, but then you run out of the planetary charts, so you can't do them because you get the rares, you get the greens, you get the commons, you run out of planetary because you're limited to 5,000. So you're gonna run out of a resource before you run out of this. So here's the thing. I have a ton of assignments stored up just for occasions like this, where when I get a mission like this, I can run it. I can pick it up. So let's go back. Let's get Kahn here. We'll put Felon, and then we'll go get Wrathful. Got him there. So before I go on, let me show you. I could level him because I only need 30k of this, and this is pretty easy to get. That would get him to 3. Then I have to level him up. Oops. Well, let me level him up here. You'll get a couple extra points there. So let's see. Now I've got 1.1. I'm curious if I level him up. Well, look, I'm still at 48. That's a just slightly under 50% chance to get him. And this is based off of this down here anyway. So I don't have a full Wrathful, chance anyway. So we're going to go ahead and run it. And I can complete it live with you here. So I got 5,000. Let's go ahead and do it. I've got a 100% chance to complete it. So I'm going to get 1,000 Kahn points. And like I said, I can speed it up. See, I've got 350. Like I say, ooh, this looks like I can use... Did we just find a bug? Let's click on smarts. Because normally the only ones that they'll let you see here is the currency that can go towards it. So I'm going to click speed up. And if it lets me do it, that'll be super cool. Ready? Ooh. I think I found a bug, guys. I really do. So I don't know if that's intended or not, but see, and then here's the other thing. I didn't get anything for this. That's kind of crappy. But I got 1,100 Kahn points. And let's see. I'm curious. Should we try another one and see if it'll, I don't know. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking here that this might be a bug, y'all. No, I'm not gonna risk it. I think all my ships are here. Okay. I mean, it's 100%, so I don't risk anything. So let's see. Oh no, look, see, all of these are Sigma. These are all Sigma. Did I miss something? I didn't notice them all being Sigma before. I'll have to go back and look at the video. But anyway, no, because see, I have more than 61 one-day Sigma speedups. I know I have more than 61. I know for a fact I do. Watch. Let me show you. Something is weird here. Something is very strange. So if I go to items, let's go to speedups, go to away team. See, okay. Well, that's strange anyway. I always get these confused. It doesn't matter because I still don't run out of them. Let's go do it anyway. See, why is it just looking at 1 minute? This happens all the time. I have, look, I could do 6 days right there. I don't understand why I could use 4 hours if I wanted to. It's so strange. You know what? There is something wrong. I'm going to show you on the next one, watch, if I have enough points. Okay, notice here on the blue, it's definitely displaying sigma. This is why I kept getting confused on these. You'll see here in a second. Oh no, okay, no, because I only do them on the hour. This is the number I was thinking of, the 396. Because I only do them on the hour, right? So I'm thinking the 390 some odd days that I have in the regular versus the 390 some odd that I have in the hour. That's what it is. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and use these and we'll complete it. That was weird. Okay. Okay. Commanders, enjoy your conquests. Have fun.